How can we extract real news from the information overload of the internet and other media? This is a picture of the internet. It's a vast, complicated network. Information flows quickly, and misinformation has a tendency to do the same. This is a Twitter feed. On a Twitter feed, news moves pretty fast. There might be kernels of original news stories in there, but it's pretty difficult to get at them. How can we as journalists connect with people who witness news without this news being lost in a deluge of misinformation? In my time here at Stanford, and now continuing into the future, I've worked to develop the News Tips tool. I'm working with a team in the Palestinian territories. .ps in News Tips stands for Palestine. I spent time there as a journalist and was struck by the underreporting of certain aspects of this conflict in the US and abroad. I saw disturbing incidents, like this one, in which a nonviolent demonstrator was handcuffed, blindfolded, and then shot in the leg. While this incident was captured on camera by a local bystander, the tape never reached beyond a small local audience. News Tips provides the means for citizen reporters to submit their news stories, which are then run through a system of verification and posted on a newswire that's accessible to news outlets around the world. To do this, we're using a newly developed software called SwiftRiver, which pulls a stream of data from Twitter and other sources, organizes it in a database, and then checks for keywords, duplication, location, and reputation. And that news tip is then sent to reporters in the field. Using this tool, people who witness a news report can report on that real time and build up their reputation over time as their news tips are verified. As the most recent State of the News Media report shows, news audiences are increasingly getting their news from online sources and moving away from traditional media. At this time of massive change in the way news is gathered and distributed, the News Tips tool has the potential to be the way that news is gathered and distributed, cutting through the clutter of the web and Twitter to find the news worth reporting and getting that news to an international audience in near real time. So instead of a mess of gossip, rumor, and innuendo, you get a rated, fact-checked newswire based on eyewitness reports of newsworthy events.